everybody, it's our top 5 favorite frozen treats of all time. Here's our really cool theme song. Hit it.
5 dudes. Reviews. 5 dudes. Reviews. 5 dudes. Reviews. 5 dudes. Reviews. Yeah!
Tonight's forecast. A freeze is coming.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the 5 Dudes Reviews podcast. Tonight's episode is brought to you by the letter D for diabetes, any way you want to call it. It's going to kill you. And tonight's podcast might kill you too, because we're going to talk about our top 5 favorite frozen treats of all time. Guys, ice cream, come on.
Yeah,
You
it's
scream?
the best.
Ice cream.
I'm hyped up.
we
You guys
all
excited?
scream.
For ice cream or
Hell yeah.
/ frozen treats.
My
Yes.
voice got really high.
I mean, as a child, ice cream and candy were like everything in the world to me. That's
Oh my
all I
God.
ever wanted.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
And there was one thing that I always wanted to hear in the afternoon. I think around like 3 o'clock, I would hear this sound coming through the neighborhood. And wherever I was, I would stop in my tracks, either grab my bike or just run like hell,
Yes.
Ferris Bueller style, through neighborhoods. And I would go to my grandma's house, and she would have like money near the door. She knew that I was going to want some, even though I had ice cream and frozen treats, I still wanted ice cream truck treats.
Yes.
And it was like heaven on 4 wheels.
Because the ice cream truck had
I
stuff.
don't remember much about the guys. I really wasn't paying much attention to the guys actually in the truck. I was looking at the menu, which was like sometimes massive.
It was just a
but they
wall
had
of
all the like
stuff.
pictures and stuff.
I had a
But, like,
personal
so
relationship with
good.
my ice cream man.
Whoa.
Not that kind of
Should we
relationship.
be talking about
Wow,
this?
that's a different kind of. Save that for a different podcast.
He also
That's a more serious
dogs.
topic.
Not that kind of relationship, God.
On a very
Did you
serious
actually
top
did you
5.
actually go inside the truck?
It was a van,
I can't say.
a white
It had
van.
a camper
say.
in the back.
It was a white van, and on the side it was spray paint free candy.
You could say that.
There were
You could say that.
Honestly, like there was nothing like a hot summer. You hear that noise, you look around and yell at your friends, we got to go inside, like
scrambling, like a mad rush.
running to get your parents' money.
yeah.
And then if he's too far down the street, you're booking it on
You
your
had to
bike,
book
or
it.
Yeah.
chasing him,
catch up.
shaking your money to like,
Yeah.
oh, stop.
Oh,
You got to
yeah.
get that 10 cents.
10 cents. Well,
it?
Ted was born in the 20s.
I was gonna say it was more like a quarter, maybe
Yeah.
when we were kids, 50
Yeah.
cents.
I think what Brett
$1.
was gonna say though is the ice cream man had stuff that you couldn't buy
Yes.
and
Yeah.
still does
Oh,
that
for
you
sure.
That's what I
can't
was gonna
find in
say.
the store. So it's like
100%.
you had that menu of all the pictures of what things were.
yeah.
And
Oh.
Tons of stuff that you never saw in a store.
The grocery store, yeah.
Do you think that dude got a kick, like looking in his rearview mirror and seeing these kids busting ass trying to come after him? It's like,
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit
Oh,
farther.
for sure.
Yeah.
Did he press on the gas a little just to go?
Right? I was
Make
just
you
gonna
guys
say,
run
you
for it?
got a kick when he would evade the kids.
he would definitely go an extra block just for laughs.
Yeah.
How much were ice cream back in the day? I feel like it was like
buck?
50, 75
Yeah, I
cents.
think it was like
50
75 cents for a buck.
Yeah.
You know,
I was thinking
Depending
50
on what
cents,
you
75.
pocket full of quarters.
Depending on what you bought, I think.
Yeah, I think it depended on what you
Yeah.
got.
All like the hot cool shit, like the current trends that were popsicles were like most expensive usually.
Really?
I don't remember
Yeah,
what was most
I
expensive.
don't remember.
Shit, me.
I want to say they had like
The character ones were the most. right?
characters.
like
yeah.
they had like Pac-Man.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
a
It
couple
came with
other,
like a little gumball
Spider-Man.
or whatever.
Yeah, usually the
They-
eyeballs were gumballs.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had a
those were
Ninja
the
Turtle
most.
one for a while.
And it was the
and,
worst. No, they still have Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
I've
Batman,
seen
I
that,
think.
really.
Right?
Where?
Yep.
Wow,
But
cool.
the gum is the worst gum ever. It's like
Terrible.
because it's cold and frozen. So
I liked it.
Hard.
No, I
It's
liked
like
it
a-
too. But
yeah.
when you chew it, it's like ugh.
It was like a rock kind
Yeah,
of.
you just spit it out.
Yeah.
I liked
The jawbreaker.
anything
Yeah.
red because, like most kids, it turns your tongue red.
Do you guys remember the baseball
Love
club
that.
one?
Yeah, it had base.
It had
gum
a
in the
gumball
middle.
for
Yeah.
the baseball.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
And it was
I
always like
remember
a
that.
rock, like because
Yeah.
it was frozen.
Yeah.
What was
Frozen.
that song that played out of that? What was anybody know what that song was that played from the truck? It was all I think it was Universal, the same song, right?
It's like a
So- Like
the
circus
Mr.
jingle
Softy?
or
I
something.
mean, just
like
go
that.
back and listen to our intro.
I have a funny story to tell about that. One of the ice cream trucks when I was a kid, I don't know what the guy was thinking. Maybe it wasn't from here. It was from somewhere else. The ice cream truck music was Christmas songs.
Really?
So
Oh,
yes,
weird.
it was the weird. So like, we would laugh every time we hear it. It was like July, like 110 degrees in like Southern California, and you hear like Silent Night playing out of
Oh
the
my
ice cream
God,
truck.
how
It was like
fucking
it was
weird.
like the most bizarre shit.
Oh, that is funny.
It was like
Well,
Jingle
you
Bells,
know-
Silent Night, and like some other Christmas song.
When the ice cream truck comes to your neighborhood, it kind of is like Christmas.
Oh,
True
totally
story.
it is. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it.
It
Let's do
says
this.
it says some places in the U.S. turkey and the straw.
Oh yeah, I think that's the one I remember.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that
How's
is.
that go?
Turkey in the straw. Hey, hey, hey. Turkey in the hay. Hey, hey, hey.
It would.
And my
It would've
ice
been a
cream
lot
truck never
better.
sounded like that.
I know.
It would have been a lot better if it was the Benny Hill theme song. and, like, kids really-
Especially, yeah, and then you see all the kids running with their money after it.
That's it right there, dude.
Yeah, like a stampede of kids.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, let's get into this thing. My fifth pick for ice cream or frozen treat is it's got 3 names. I think this thing it's called a bomb pop, a rocket pop,
Yes.
or a firecracker. It's basically it's an American treat because it's red, white, and blue, and these colors don't run.
America.
I think they call it the Trump in other places.
Oh shit.
I remember it.
I love that thing, man.
I
That's
remember
so
it being called
good.
a bomb pop, and as
Bomb
a
pop,
kid,
yeah.
yeah, that's what they
Bomb
would call it,
pops.
bomb pop.
Love it.
But I think it's now it's like a red, white, blue pop or
Yeah.
something. They changed it because of the word bomb.
Well, I think
Oh.
too. There's like different companies. Like Popsicle makes one that's probably the
The
firecracker.
firecrackers pop.
I'm going to bomb that place.
Nestle makes one called like something else.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, but that thing was awesome, and like I think that actually I was trying to think which taste, and I think when you got down the blue, that's when it was the best. I mean, red's
Blue is the
solid.
bottom.
Yeah.
It's a solid start with the red, but the white not so great. But you kind of truck through that to get to the blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I agree.
Billy, did you know this? I didn't know this until we were doing this topic. The white, when I was a kid, I always thought was lemon. It's lime.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
that
until
either.
doing research.
I think they're all delicious.
My childhood.
And to me, this represents like I can't go to. I would usually go to George's pre-COVID. This like represents 4th of July for me.
100%.
You got to bring bomb pops.
You would bring 'em.
firecrackers.
Yeah, you would
Yeah.
bring them.
It's the
Of
best.
course.
and
I love it
tequila.
when they melt and you start getting like the red and blue on your hand because they're melting.
I'd lick
like,
my fingers. I didn't give a shit. I was
Yeah.
like, this is bomb.
So good.
Pop.
Love it.
Yeah.
Sour.
Plus, it's patriotic when you eat it. Damn it,
It's America, bro.
America.
America. Yeah. All right, Brad, what you got for number 5?
My number 5 also has a few different names. It could be a flavor ice or an otter pop.
Ooh.
Now these,
Yes.
unlike your normal popsicles, come. You have to freeze them yourself. Doesn't have a wooden stick. It's just literally. Remember the big plastic bag you unroll? It's like
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're all
of
connected.
all the colors.
Yeah.
So there's I think it's 6 flavors. Lemon lime is green, grape is purple, tropical punch pink, orange.
You got to name their names.
Berry punch blue, strawberries red.
You got to say their names. Poncho Punch,
Oh, is that-
Alexander the Grape,
I don't remember that.
Oh my God.
Oh!
Strawberry Short Kook. I
Yep,
think it
that's
was.
it.
Oh.
Yep.
The blue one was like a French one. It was like Le Bleu or something.
Wow.
Le Bleu.
I'll buy that.
Yeah.
I don't remember those, but
Oh my God, those
Well,
are so good.
Now for the adults in the audience, they have vodka flavor or mixed in
Yes,
mixed
they
in
do.
alcohol, which
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Wow.
Nice for the summertime.
Nice.
refreshing.
Yeah, flavor ice, otter pops.
Those are great, man.
Number 5, love those.
I just remember I used to go to a daycare at one point in my life, and they would give you those, and like I never ever would open them up with a pair of scissors. I would open them up with my teeth.
Yes.
That's what
And
I
you
did
for
too.
sure.
I always
Dude, you
did.
barely got them open, but all you did was you forced that freeze through the whatever
Yeah.
bite you made, and you would just eat it and be happy.
That's
You would-
exactly
the
gosh.
how I
juice
would
at the
do it.
bottom. You have to suck the juice out of the bottom. That's the best part.
Now,
Yeah.
now would
So
you,
good.
Now, would you guys try to slowly go up at a time, or would you break off portions and like pop in like an inch? Like,
Oh, that's what I would do.
Yeah, like
yeah.
No, I
break
don't-
them off.
portions
I'd break
of
them
it.
off.
Yeah,
I would
too.
try to do it all. I would
Get a little brain
I'd let
freeze.
it get a little slushy and then just like squeeze it all out and eat it all in one gulp. Like
this has to be.
I
like,
didn't have patience when I was a kid.
Oh, those are so good, man.
But yeah, that's the thing. You're a kid. They're so delicious. They're cold. They're flavorful. They
Yeah.
can't, these have to be like the worst. I mean, it's literally
It's just sugar.
water,
Colored
and like
sugar, right,
yeah,
water.
and food,
Food coloring.
and food
That
coloring.
probably gives us cancer.
And food coloring.
I mean, it was
but
so
back
good.
then, it was probably just sugar, not high fructose corn
That's
syrup.
Oh
true.
yeah,
That's
sure
true.
it was
And
real
then
sugar.
when it got really high, you put it down your pants.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I have a question though. When you guys would get it at home, I remember going through like a whole like
Oh, for sure.
like
Box.
6 or
Oh, yeah.
like a bunch in one day.
Yeah.
Like, you
They're
could just
so
go through
good.
and like
Yep.
It was just so good for the neighbor. Like, if you had neighborhood friends, it's like you just roll out that thing and tear them off.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
Who wants
exactly.
purple? Who wants green? Who
Yep.
want,
And like a box came with like 50 or something.
Yeah, it was a
lot.
pretty big
Like a
box,
lot.
dude.
A lot.
Yeah, I think it was like 24, 25 per box, and it was like a dark blue box.
Yep.
Oh.
I remember that, man.
I
And it had the
remember-
characters, the cartoon characters on the
yeah,
box.
Yeah.
exactly. Do they
Dude.
still make those? Do you
Yeah.
know?
They do.
Yeah.
Dude, they have
Find 'em.
tropical
And there's
ones
like
now.
knockoffs too.
Yeah, like Ralph's or Kroger or whatever have
The
their,
Ralph's
their
ones are
own,
really good,
yeah, they have
too.
their own, huge spindle of frozen pops.
We should get them
Let's do it.
right.
Hell yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Get some pops for your pops on Father's Day.
Oh.
Oh. All right, Ted, what you got for number 5?
Number 5, I have a 7-Eleven Slurpee.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
I wouldn't have thought of
Me
that.
Testify.
neither. That never
Yeah.
crossed my
No.
mind.
So I grew up in Brooklyn. A lot of you know that. Some of you listeners know that. But we didn't have 7-Elevens around
Oh, I didn't know that.
for a very long time. And it was like a treat when I went to see my aunts in the suburbs. And it was great.
How far did you have to go to get to a 7-Eleven?
I would say it was like, when you're a kid, a mile or two is like a really long distance.
Right.
But, once we got there, like Coca-Cola was and is still my favorite go-to. That and the mix with the cherry. Every once in a
Cherry's
while,
my
I'll do
favorite.
like
Always cherry.
Cherry
a
and the
Mountain
Coke.
Dew or some crazy
There's like
Mountain
a blue
Dew.
raspberry too.
Sometimes
There
root
is,
beer
yeah.
I'd like. They had root beer ones for a while.
Yep. So it's delicious. I still love it, on a hot day. And
Hell yeah.
I'm have the urge. I'll go to 7-Eleven.
And I love the big giant lid, the clear lid with a giant red straw.
Oh yeah, there's a method to
Reminds me of
doing
being a
it.
kid.
Oh yeah, you just have to put the lid on, put it right above the spigot, and just
Yeah,
let it
just
fly.
fill it up till it's
Do
like.
you guys ever mix, or do you just do one?
I do the
solid?
cherry and
I always
Coke.
mix.
Yeah.
I do like half and half.
Yeah.
Depends on what flavors
Yeah.
are there for me.
Yeah,
Depends.
that's
If
true.
not, I'll just go straight cherry.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
Yeah.
If they have Coke, I'll do like a cherry Coke.
So
oh
good.
my
Yeah.
god.
See, we didn't have in Arkansas. We didn't have 7-Elevens. We had those were Slurpees. We had Icy.
I like
yeah.
icy
What
too.
was the little
in the mall?
little dog or whatever?
Yeah, so you
The
go
polar
like,
bear.
dude, I couldn't wait to go to let's say you go to Walmart and like each week they'd have like a peach, a watermelon,
Oh,
they had, like
great.
crazy flavor, like great
Out
flavors.
here they had them at Kmart. Do you remember that,
Okay,
Brett?
yeah, Kmart.
Kmart
Yeah.
used to
Kmart
have
had
that.
them too.
Yep.
Do you have them at the
Okay,
mall?
hold Do you remember
hold
slush
on.
puppies?
Now, Icy had a polar bear. Slush Puppy
Slush
was the
Puppy.
dog.
Yes,
Puppy,
you're right,
yeah.
Billy.
And we had slush puppies too.
I
Good memory.
love Slush Puppy. I as Brad was talking about, I grew up in Tennessee. We didn't have 7-Elevens either. We would get all of our Slurpees at the Kmart.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the Kmart.
So the slush puppies
Yeah.
that we would get were more like a thicker ice, or
Yeah, it was like a crushed ice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
it was
yeah,
more
yeah.
like shaved ice.
they'd squirt like the syrup
yes.
in the bottom
Yes.
and then fill it with like this slushy
Yeah.
ice.
Yeah.
And it was
See
so
the
good.
color rise.
Now
I
in New
remember
York,
those.
did you get Italian ice like that flavored?
Hold that thought.
Might be coming up. Might be.
Spoiler
Could be
alert.
mentioned.
Could
Yeah.
be
Hey,
coming up.
forget about it. Italian Ice. Forget about it.
Seems
Yeah.
like an East Coast thing.
But my favorite slush puppy was called a Bahama Mama, and it was
Whoa.
kind of like a fruit punch, but
Yeah.
it was so good. You remember that one?
Yes, and I don't know if you remember this, but they sold gum, Hush Puppies gum.
Yes,
Wow.
And I
they did.
remember it was like Big League Chew. It came in a bag, like a foil bag. I remember getting Hush Puppies gum when I was a kid.
Wow, I don't remember
This
that.
is a great podcast.
They were the flavors of the drink, but
That's amazing.
gum form. Yeah.
That's great. So just a quick note before we move on. Slurpee is a 7-Eleven exclusive brand, and it was originally a frozen carbonated drink originating in 1966.
Wow.
Oh shit! I wouldn't have guessed it was
Me
that
neither.
old.
Fun fact.
Good fact.
Yeah.
Just the
Lots of
facts.
And I agree. I agree about Cherry Coke. Cherry Coke, that's a solid flavor.
So
Totally,
good.
dude.
Yeah. Nice. All right, Mr. Brett, what do you got for number 5?
My number 5 was ice cream trucks only, I believe. At least back when we were kids, it was the Pink Panther bar,
Ooh.
which was
I
the Pink
remember that.
Panther
I
remember it.
cartoon
forgot.
head.
Yes.
I totally forgot of that.
Yeah, it was
And those were amazing.
It says it was cherry flavored, which I didn't know as a kid. The ice cream was cherry flavored, and then he had the 2 yellow gumball eyes.
Yes. And do you remember like the color of the eyeballs would run?
Yes, it would bleed off into the ice
it would
cream.
bleed off into
The
the ice
gum?
cream.
Yeah. No,
Oh my
I didn't know
God.
this, but I guess I don't know. At some point in the '90s, like after we were kids, obviously, they changed the eyeballs to red. They're
Oh,
red now.
creepy.
They're not yellow anymore. But
'Cause the
I
Pink
love
Panther's
these.
high
They were
as
so
fuck.
good. Like, if I had, when you're a kid, your parents give you only so much to buy one. But if I could, I would have bought like 10 and eaten them all.
that looks
my
That's
evil.
it.
That's
That's
it.
the
Looks
newer
very
one,
evil.
though.
That's the newer one.
That's
yeah.
the new one. The old one had the yellow
Oh
eyeballs.
my god, that's awesome. I didn't know they still
would-
made that.
Yeah.
You would think it'd be cotton
That's
candy
it.
flavored
Yep.
or something.
That's
Yeah, I think when I was
Looks
a kid,
fun.
I thought it was, but it's cherry flavored.
I thought it was strawberry for some reason, but I guess it's cherry, huh?
It's cherry. When I
Wow.
did the research, it was cherry.
Did not know that.
I completely forgot about those, and
Me too.
I love those.
Yep.
They
Yeah, I
look
mean,
good.
going
was
back to doing my
introduced-
research, there was a lot of those kind of bars, but like the one that I remember over all of them was the Pac-Man one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
that-
that,
yeah,
one.
those
That
are
was
great.
super popular.
This one was introduced in the early 70s, by the way, by Blue Bunny. That was a little
Oh,
trivia.
okay.
That's a
So they were kind of new when we were kids. Like they weren't only like about 10 years old, I guess. Like early 80s.
Okay.
There you
Yep.
go.
Well,
Pink
hey,
Panther bar.
solid.
Great.
Yeah.
Great pick.
All right, George, what you got? Number 5.
My number 5 was also kind of like Brett's, where it was only at the time was only an ice cream truck treat. It was a rainbow ice snow cone.
Oh yeah.
So it was like this, almost like a wax cone, and they had this ball of ice, and it
I
had like
remember
all
those.
the different colors. It was like red, yellow,
kinda
orange,
striped, right?
Kind of
Like-
striped.
yeah.
Holy shit, dude! That was like a sugar bomb, bro. Like you could eat that and play for like 7 hours nonstop, dude. I swear to God. And it had the ice was almost like the consistency of that slush puppy you guys are talking about,
yeah.
the slushy.
yeah. It was
So it
almost
was
like
like-
a snowball, like
Yes.
kind of like compact, right?
Exactly. Man, that thing was bomb, dude. And the one thing about it is I can't find it anywhere. Like I know if you Google image the name or Google search the name and do image, it just comes up as a popsicle brand thing where it's like, oh, it's popsicle makes it, but I've never seen them.
I wonder
ever.
if like it's only available for like actual like ice cream truck vendors to like buy. Like
Maybe.
maybe it's not available to like the regular public. Like-
Maybe.
Like you have to be a
Yeah, like-
wholesaler.
I went
You
to
guys
like
know
a
what I'm
snow
talking
cone
about, right?
stand a while back ago, and I was disappointed because it was like shaved ice. I was like, no, I don't want shaved ice. I
Yeah.
wanted like a snow cone.
Yeah,
Exactly.
snow
And,
cone's like different.
I want
yeah.
the hard ice. you
Yes.
know?
It's like a snowball. Like
Are you talking about
crunch-
the ones
like
that are
a
in
ball.
like they're in a bag and they're a frozen
Yes,
snow cone?
yes.
I just had one at the zoo.
Man,
you might have
But that's
one
the
tomorrow.
thing.
I'm going
That's
to
the
the
thing.
The ice cream man had them individually sold.
Yeah.
Going to the zoo.
Other than that, I can't find them.
That's the thing.
But they
You
still make them.
Yeah, but like you can't get them yourself at the market. Like
No,
it's like
no.
only vendors have.
And
them.
like I said, if you Google search, snow cone or whatever, Popsicle says they have a brand. Like it's there, but I've never
can't
seen it.
find
I've
it,
gone to
though,
Ralph's,
yeah.
Vaughn's, whatever grocery store.
I've never seen them in a store.
No.
Either have I. Yeah.
Going to have to find some ice cream trucks.
Get a wholesale license or a vendor license. Then you just buy it yourself.
Whatever you want. There's one of those places right here in Northridge, I think.
Okay.
Where it's like an ice cream truck
Yes.
vendor, but a store.
Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't
What?
know that.
The
So,
ice cream trucks
Brett-
park outside, and
Oh
there's
my
a store
gosh.
inside. I swear to God.
I didn't know they had
Look
that.
it up.
We gotta go.
Brad and I grew up in Arkansas, and there was a snow cone stand called Hobo Joe's, but they're out of business. I can't find any more snow cones.
No mo hobo Joe.
No, Hobo Joe. They hobos now.
It wasn't a politically correct.
No Joe.
Pew.
All right.
Oh,
number
no.
4.
I think that's hobo Joe.
George, you
That had some hang time,
That,
dude.
guy, that guy's
Damn.
business stinks.
That was like
Wow.
the part that kept on giving.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh man,
All right.
that was like a zipper fart. It was like.
I know. You better.
All right, everyone, chill.
Number 4 for me, George. You stole my goddamn thunder. It's snow cones.
Sorry, Billy.
Oh,
They're so good.
dude.
Yep.
Snow cones are the best. I love those. And like, you would get in the middle and they'd be like very kind of mushy and,
Yeah.
and the juice, the liquids are, oh man. And I
Pure.
would almost even want to like suck on the wrapper, that waxy
Yeah,
wrapper.
they actually would
man.
soak up the juice, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, snow cones were solid, man.
I'm telling
And they
you, that
came
was-
out, they came in a package, so
Yeah.
you could get them and you open it up. I was like, yeah, like where can you find those? Who makes those?
I've traveled near and far and have not
Let's
seen
get
one.
on Twitter.
Do they have any shaved ice stands around here? Like I have like
No.
like
I've
Billy
only
said,
seen
like
trucks.
when we were in high school, they had.
There's one in Orange County.
Maybe in trucks. Yeah.
There's one in Orange County.
Dude,
I know.
they're all over here, man. I see them all over
Yeah.
town.
There's
Obviously,
a
it's
few
hotter
places
than
that
hell.
it's like Hawaiian shaved ice,
Yeah,
but they
Kona-
have like the
Kona ice.
custard.
Yeah.
thing
Oh,
in
you
the
know where you
middle.
can get them
Yeah.
is like little carnivals, like schools and churches that have those carnivals and stuff.
There's a shack, not a shack, but a walk-up like stand place in Garden Grove, just like a mile south of Disneyland, called like Joe's Italian Ice or something.
Oh.
And they have like shaved ice there too.
There's like Rita's. They have like
Rita's
Italian
good,
ice. And
but it's not that.
I know
Yeah.
what George is talking
different.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
the kids love them.
I've been
Yeah,
to
just
Rita's
don't
before.
walk up
Rita's
to
good.
the shaved ball stand. That's
Oh,
totally don't
where
do that.
That's Ted's ice cream vendor.
Oh. Tweets and twits. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Let's definitely move on. Brad, what do you got for number 4?
These sweet treats, they originated in Baton Rouge, Louisiana in 1970. They became more popular in the 80s, and their first spokesman was Bill Cosby.
Oh, no.
The Jello pudding pops.
Oh my God, I forgot about those.
Ted's got to do it.
The Jello pudding pops.
Do you guys remember how good these were?
Dude,
Like they
yes.
were
I love.
awesome.
Awesome.
Lost a
Do they
sponsor.
still sell them?
No, they
Awesome
don't.
is
They
an
don't.
understatement,
No, they don't.
dude.
So this thing made like $100 million its first year. Like after the next 5 years, $300 million. It said they were eventually discontinued due to not being profitable. They were reintroduced in grocery stores in 2004 under the brand name Popsicle. Although, however, due to differences in texture, the original and different shape popularity never reached its predecessor, and they pulled it from the shelves in 2011.
Oh, that's sad.
They came in a variety pack of chocolate vanilla swirl. Had 90 calories. I remember the swirl. Dude, these things, just the consistency, it was such a good, different kind of popsicle.
Do you remember?
Sounds really good.
The pudding. They had pudding pops, and then do you remember? Like a couple years later, they had gelatin pops, and they were the fruit flavored ones.
Oh.
And they had like peaches and cream and like strawberries and
Oh,
cream.
it
It was like
sounds-
swirled with like the
I'm
cream
sure I
flavor.
had those.
Dude, I love those as a kid. I wish they still had them.
I wish they had those too. Like
Well,
the-
dude, first of all, who doesn't like pudding?
Exactly.
Second of all, who wouldn't want pudding frozen and you can lick
on
on
a
it?
Yes.
popsicle
God.
stick.
And
Yeah.
there was
the
something
best.
about that,
It's brilliant.
chocolate flavor. It was like rich chocolate.
was
Oh
good.
my
So
God, it was so
good.
good.
Brad, what was your favorite flavor like when you were a kid?
I think the swirl.
Swirl, right?
It was
Chocolate
so,
vanilla?
It was so good. Like
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Look, I love them
Yeah.
all, but yeah, that's
I would have to agree with
something
you guys.
about that swirl, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah,
in
I like-
summer,
I- chocolate-
looking forward to eating those. Like,
I like the chocolate the best, but the worst was vanilla on its own. I didn't like vanilla.
I'd eat them all. I don't care. But I think the
Yeah.
swirl was probably my
Swirl was
favorite.
They have yogurt pops now. Same thing.
Oh, really?
Bullshit!
Fucking Brogurt.
Just kidding.
Fucking oat milk pops.
Are those vegan?
it's a Beyond Pop.
You get a gluten-free pop because I can't have gluten.
There's no gluten in these.
Sugar free.
Yeah, to me, this is what's so awesome about this podcast. There's so many things that I forgot about that I ate when I was a kid that they don't make anymore.
That's a
or
good
that-
pick.
Yeah.
Oh man, those are so good, so good.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me sad that like I can almost taste it right now,
Yeah,
even though it's been like
right. It's just
35
that-
years.
Yeah,
but it makes
jello
me sad that I
consistency.
can't go out and get it
Yeah.
right now. Like,
I mean, when's the last time you guys saw an ice cream truck?
About a week ago.
They're at parks. They're,
Really?
You gotta go to a park like
Yeah.
Ted said,
Yeah.
or like a zoo or a train or something like that.
Take it to the zoo, right?
they used to go by every day in the summer in my neighborhood, but I want to say about 5 years ago they stopped. Like I haven't seen one in my neighborhood in like 5 years.
You gotta go to parks.
Yeah.
They know their
Schools.
market by the.
They hang out at the parks for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah.
Schools, yeah. So does Ted.
Oh shit!
Hide your children.
Oh,
You
Lord,
caught
oh,
me.
Lord.
Free candy.
Okay.
Your
All
cover's
right, well,
blown.
Let's move on to Ted. What do you got for number 4?
My number 4 is a Klondike.
Oh.
Ted,
What flavor?
what would you do for a Klondike bar?
I mean, there are a lot of them. Again, I love peanut butter, so that's one of them. But I'm going OG.
Vanilla and
with
chocolate?
chocolate. Yeah.
The Neapolitan one's pretty bomb.
I haven't tried that.
I
It
used to
sounds
like the
really
mint
good. Though.
one too.
The mint one's good.
Mint ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had the Heath
Plus
Bar
you-
one.
Oh,
solid.
that's great.
And the peanut butter, like a Reese's
Yes.
one, is excellent.
Those are so good.
The notes I have are it was made in the 1920s by a company from Yukon, Canada,
Oh,
which I did not know where Yukon, Canada is. It's the
it's in the Yukon territory.
yes,
Yukon is a territory of Canada.
which is in the what part of Canada?
Central southern part or northern central part?
Northern, yes.
In the center.
You son of a bitch. Northwestern part of Canada.
There you
And the rights were eventually sold to Good Humor Briars.
go.
Yep. But I love it. It's unwrap the foil and
Do you remember the
it's
jingle?
goodness.
Can you sing us the jingle?
What would you do for a Klondike
No.
bar?
What would you do?
For a Klondike
Oh, you
bar.
guys are good.
Yeah.
Nice.
remember that.
Ted, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Those were great commercials.
Yeah. Dude, I think they still use that jingle like about 10 years ago.
Really?
I feel like I remember hearing it on the TV still recently. Well,
Wow.
10 years ago at least.
Yep.
I think those are pretty expensive, weren't they?
No, you can get them. I think.
It's like a 3-pack was like, what?
I think there's 6-packs now.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
6-pack. And
sorry.
you can get them like Ralph's will have them for like 2 for $5 or 2 for $6.
So
Yeah.
when we were kids, they were
On
probably
sale.
like half that, like $2 probably or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
The ones
Not
I
too
think
bad.
the ones that are expensive are like the Haagen-Dazs bars.
Yeah.
You only get 3 and they're like $6.
yeah.
You're paying
Yeah.
like a premium. For
They
the
are
name.
premium bars.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
F that.
Did you ever go over to somebody's house and they had Haagen-Dazs and you're like, oh, are you rich?
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Those are my
Yeah.
rich friends.
Oh, shit.
I remember the first time I had Haagen-Dazs, I was like, "What is this shit?" Like,
That's just some foo-foo shit.
Yeah.
It's good.
and you only get like
It's all
you get
natural.
like a little cup. Like I'm used to like a tub, and you get like this little cup.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
How long is that gonna last?
An hour
Yeah.
tops.
All right, Brett, number 4.
All right, my number 4, I think, was your number 5, Billy. It was Bomb Pops.
Yay!
Nice.
And I'll add, I didn't know this when we were kids. Firecrackers weren't around yet. I didn't know this. Firecrackers weren't around until 1989.
Oh, really?
It was just Bomb Pops at that point. They were first introduced in 1955 by Merritt Foods in Kansas City, Missouri. And then, as I said, Popsicle introduced their Firecracker brand in '89. I didn't know this. I never knew this. There was a lawsuit. Popsicle tried suing Bomb Pop, who are the original makers of it, saying that their boxes looked too similar and it was infringing on their sales. The judge threw it out,
Get
saying
the
it was
fuck
bogus.
out of here.
But like, they sued the originate. Like, how can
Yeah.
you sue the original? Like, that doesn't make sense.
They're a bunch of bullies, bro.
Anyways,
Right?
I think Bomb Pops are a little bit better. Like the Firecrackers are good, but the texture is a little slimier, I'll say. The Bomb Pops have a slightly better texture. I feel
They're
like.
the OGs, man.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
And I think Bomb Pops, at least when we were kids, they were a little bigger. The Firecrackers, I think, are smaller.
Yeah, I remember
They're
the Bomb
shrunk
Pop
down.
being pretty decent size.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bomb Pops were wider for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were
bigger.
a bigger size than the Firecrackers. So I
Yeah.
prefer Bomb Pops for sure.
I feel like those definitely had a big, like, when you go to the ice cream truck, they would have like written down what they had, but they would also have like pictures of what they had. And always the Bomb Pop look was like a featured
it
ice
was.
cream treat on there for
Yeah.
sure.
It was
I'm going to
a
assume
big
it was
hit
one
this
of the
summer.
most popular, probably.
Oh,
when we-
for sure.
Yeah, it looks like it's like shooting into the sky.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a firecracker
Like
blowing up. And
You got 3 different flavors on there. It's not
Yeah.
just one, so you're like,
Yeah, you
oh,
get a
this is a
variety.
bargain, dude.
And like Billy said, to me, it was like, because it was red, white, and blue, it made me feel like it was summer because it's Memorial Day,
Yeah.
4th of
Yeah.
July, you
Yep.
know, everyone had their flags out and
you got to
stuff.
have them for 4th of July. For
So
sure.
yeah, so that's my number 4, Bomb Pops.
Nice.
Solid,
Bomb Pop.
dude.
All right, George, number 4.
Number 4 for me, not necessarily an ice cream truck treat. I think they were. You can get them in trucks later, but my first introduction of these were at the 7-Eleven, and these were the WWF Ice Cream Bars.
Oh, yeah.
These things
I remember
were-
I don't know if I remember that.
Amazing, dude. It was almost like an ice cream sandwich. It was like a, I wouldn't say necessarily a cookie, but it was like a bar with vanilla ice cream in the middle, and then it had the ice cream bar, and then a stick. And
Yep.
then on the actual bar, it was a WWF superstar. You get the Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, the Ultimate. Well, I don't think it was Undertaker at the time. I could be lying.
Were these
but
like
it was
the 80s? Was this the 80s?
No, yeah, like late 80s, early 90s. It was.
Okay.
It went from 87 to 2008.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to look these up. I don't
The OG was
I
like
remember
Hulk
him.
Hogan, the Macho Man, the Ultimate
Yeah.
Warrior. They were awesome,
Roddy
dude.
Rod Piper.
Was the Andre the Giant one bigger?
Yes.
It should have been a bigger ice cream bar, right? Like it's double the size.
The Hulk Hogan one was veiny and throbby.
Was
with muscles.
was the George Animal Steel just like hair hanging out of it?
and green like his tongue.
I remember this. I remember.
Yes, dude, these were so good. Apparently, they're bringing them back.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yes.
And it's like the new guys, John Cena, Becky Lynch, Roman. Like, I have no idea who these guys are.
The Rock.
But,
Bring back the old school guys.
yeah.
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 But, yeah, apparently
Becky
they're
Lynch
coming
is
back.
hot.
Iron Sheik.
She is.
Junkyard Dog.
They're all hot.
So,
Coco Beware.
apparently, the Good Humor
You know what
Company.
you know what ice cream is not coming
Sergeant
back.
Slaughter.
It's Jimmy Snuka.
Ooh. Don't watch that Dark Side of the Ring episode.
Where did you say you got these at? The supermarket? had
I
them?
got these at the 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
is
So
when
I know
first saw 'em.
they had them when I was like
Oh, yeah.
growing up.
These were
'Cause I
super
grew up
popular. I
here.
So it was like an ice cream and a cookie?
No, it was like an ice cream bar. It's like, like an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah. Yep.
But instead of the sandwich being like chocolate, like the dark brown,
Yeah.
this was like a tan brown, and then it
can't
had
wait.
the WWF superstar on there.
I gotta
Nice.
look these up.
Look them up,
I'll
dude.
probably remember the packaging. or
If you, dude,
something.
I'm surprised. You, Brett, who would probably go to 7-Eleven every other week as a kid.
I did.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't see
It's one of those things I probably haven't thought about. But if I see it, I'll be like, oh,
you'll be
shit, I remember those.
Exactly.
Right?
What were they called?
The original name was WWF Superstars of Wrestling Ice Cream Bars, and then they cut it down to WWF Ice Cream Bar.
Okay.
But I guess the Good Humor Company bought the rights to it, or is in cahoots with the McMahons, and they're
now
going to
they're bringing it
re-release
back.
them. Yeah. But the only difference is these will be sandwiches. They won't have a stick.
And they'll be like 10 times more expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to
Nice.
pay for Mr. McMahon steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
to drink.
they can't call them WWF anymore. I don't think they can be anything near that. They got sued, so everything will be what are they called now? WWE.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You should have to
WWE.
you should lick when you lick into the ice cream pop. You should get like Band-Aids, use stitches and stuff like from the wrestlers.
You lick it and match it. Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a Slim Jim in the middle.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I'm surprised you guys don't
God.
remember these. You guys are like huge
I
wrestling
remember.
fans.
I just never had it.
I don't remember those.
I do remember them. I don't remember being. I didn't have a 7-Eleven around me. I couldn't
Yeah.
really
yeah.
get access to
Exactly.
Good point.
Exactly.
I grew up with 7-Eleven, so I'm sure if I look these up, I'll remember.
You should
when I
Google
see
it now, and you'd be
I
like,
am.
you're going to shit your
it.
pants.
Google it now.
So, yeah, that's my number 4.
Great.
Nice. Number 3 for me was a ice cream treat. I used to get it at the ice cream truck. I would unpeel it. I would hold the stick in my hand, and then I would bite deliciously into the ear of a Mickey Mouse bar.
Yeah.
Those are my
I
brother's
love
favorites.
those Mickey Mouse bars, dude. My brother and I were big fans.
Yep.
And always ears first.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
oh,
that.
yeah.
Getting down to I loved it. I loved every second of it. I still have I think they still sell them. I think.
Yeah, I think they do.
They do.
Billy, did the
we were
Mickey
talking
Mouse
about it.
ears have? Was it like a?
It was like a crunchy chocolate,
Yeah,
wasn't
like a
it?
It was like a hard shell.
Yes.
Yes.
A
Oh my
chocolatey
God.
shell.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man. It was
They still
great.
sell,
I
when you go
love
to
those.
the parks, they still have them.
Yeah,
Talking about
Disneyland.
that.
Yep. Or
Yeah.
Disney
Yeah.
World.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I can still taste that
Oh,
crunch of
that
the ice.
shell.
Yeah, the shell.
They still have them available, and they're still
totally remember.
really good premium,
Is that them?
That's it.
ice cream
totally
bars.
remember those.
Yeah.
See, all
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
mean
do-
they were always featured at the ice cream truck. They would have a big
Yes.
like Mickey Mouse like head on there, a picture of the treat, and it was always a go-to. If
Yeah.
I panicked or something, I was like, Mickey Mouse.
You can't go wrong.
That's the thing
I
though
have
with the ice cream trucks, dude. There was so many of
Yeah.
you're
not going wrong.
And there was always a long line of kids, so you were
Yeah,
mentally
they're
rushed to
yelling.
just pick something. Oh,
Yeah.
Just throw a dart. You
Yep.
can't go wrong.
Yeah.
you're so right.
I have a note. It says Disney 6-count Mickey Mouse light ice cream bars, what they're called now.
Light.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's really good.
I saw them at Target.
Yep.
Ralph's.
No, they're really
Yeah,
good.
I'll
it's
have
a
to get
6-count.
them.
They're about $1. I mean, they're up there in price. They're about $1 a bar, but they're
Somebody's
really
gotta
it's
pay for
worth
that
it.
park.
I was gonna say
Well,
last
it's
time I had one was
premium
probably a couple
shit.
years ago.
Yeah.
How long ago?
A couple years ago when I was at like Disney World or Disneyland.
Were they good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
great.
bomb.
On a hot
really
summer
good.
day, they're
Oh.
like go through it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for
Yeah.
that like chocolate shell for some reason.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
my
It's
God.
so good. That chocolate dip.
Magic shell.
Yes.
Dip.
Yeah, I don't
Dip.
ever remember a lot of ice cream running down my hand because I ate the shit out of things.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't ever really
Me
let
too.
things
It wouldn't
go
last.
too long.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know what the worst was like any of those like quickly meltable things when you would bite it and then it like falls off the stick.
Yeah.
Like it
Yes,
bends
dude.
off
Like
the
trying
other
to-
way. You're like,
Yeah.
That's when you look at the ice cream truck guy and go, "What the fuck, dude? What's up with your freezer, bro?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you drop this before
Yeah.
you gave it to me? It's all broken.
Yeah. I do remember that. Like,
What he probably did was he probably moved the body that was in there to the side and grabbed you another one.
The warm body was warming up the ice cream.
oh, man.
Gross.
Clint, it was
All right.
Clint Howard.
All right.
You ever seen that movie?
Oofa.
Ice cream. There's a movie called Ice Cream Man. It's Clint Howard.
No, it's
Yeah.
funny.
He's like a killer.
Yeah.
Oh my
I think
god.
he stores bodies in his ice
He
cream
always
truck.
plays like a creepy killer, dude.
Yeah.
Brad, what was that movie? Steve Buscemi was an ice cream man. Was that Trees Lounge?
Oh yeah. You know what? I think it was.
Huh.
Didn't he direct that
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
He directed
I
it?
think he
Yeah.
was an ice cream man in there.
Yeah. I think what was that other movie? Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai. Wasn't
Yes,
he?
Yeah. I don't remember
yeah.
that movie that much, but yeah.
That's an underrated movie, which we need to do a podcast for at some point.
I like Trees Lounge too. I haven't seen it.
Trees Lounge.
25
Yeah, it's a
years
good
ago.
one.
Jim Jarmusch is like hit or miss for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Like some of the stuff's like, eh.
Yeah. All right. Well, Brad, let's go. Let's keep on the ice cream theme. Number 3.
You know what? I'm going back to July 4th and that novelty of the red, white, and blue firecracker
Hey!
Mom Pop. It just
This is a very popular
it
item
just,
today.
it screams classic nostalgia popsicle.
does.
Popsicle. Love it.
And it's simple too.
It is.
Not a lot going on, but
But
it's
like
so
George
good.
said, it's like you're looking at the ice cream menu. It's like, oh, you get 3 flavors on this one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Or they're just colored the same, but different, but it tastes the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, bomb pop, whatever it is, firecracker, whatever
Yep.
you want to call it. Love that. Red,
Very
white,
good.
red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
I think the name
So-
also when I was a kid was like exciting, like a bomb pop, like
Yeah.
it just sounded sounded cool when you were a kid.
So far, that's in the lead.
Ooh.
It's got all the votes so
might be-
far.
yeah.
All right, Ted,
Might be.
what you got for number 3?
My number 3 is an Italian ice.
Oh,
There we go.
It is.
Italian
Specifically, it's a Marino's Italian ice, which actually was like a Northeast kind of confection. You won't find them out here. And it was invented by Marina Voudouris.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's
say that 3 times fast.
a Greek immigrant. He developed it in the early 60s, and he debuted it at the World's Fair.
Oh,
Huh.
New York World's Fair in '64.
Yep.
And the rest is work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I would get them at my. Well, we didn't have ice cream trucks. We had this guy who had an ice cream like cart, and he would bike around the neighborhood.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And he was great. Everybody loved him, and he was awesome. And my favorite flavors were lemon and rainbow, but they have blue raspberry, bubblegum, cherry. Cherry was another one that was favorite of mine. Chocolate, coconut, cola, grape, lemon, lime, mango, orange, pineapple, and
Man.
many
Those all
others.
sound good.
They're all great.
Yeah.
But something that Marinos did, and some of the East Coast people that listen to this know that when you get to a certain point of eating this icy out of a cup, you would flip it over, and like all the like, sugary, like icy crystals
Like
would
the
like go to
residue?
the bottom. So you'd eat that, and that was like extra sugary.
Oh, my God.
It was
Like
so
concentrated.
good.
That's right up my
Sugar.
alley.
Concentrated sugar, and they still sell it. It's at the supermarkets in New York. So every time I go home,
Treat.
But not
gotta
here,
get that
right?
Marinos. You can't get it here. No,
Man, you have to ship some.
Can you get it on like Amazon maybe? Like
I don't
here?
know.
Or
I'll-
eBay
I'll check.
maybe? You might be able
We're
to
gonna have to look. You have to Google that.
What are those other treats you get? Those something dogs?
What's that?
They're not ice cream. It's almost
Devil
like
Dogs.
Devil Dogs.
Yeah, which is another East Coast company, Drake's.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
Wow,
yeah.
man.
But a part of my childhood, I get that all the time from Marvin the Ice Cream Man.
Marvin.
Ah,
Shout out to
Marvin.
Marvin, the ice cream.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm still in touch with his kids. Like he had a family, and we'd play basketball and stuff
Is he
like that.
still
His
around,
dad
or-
was. He passed away.
Aw.
But his kids, I'm still friends with on Facebook, and
Nice.
we still keep in
Rest-
touch. Yeah.
rest
And
in
we
peace,
always
Marvin. Rest in
reminisce
peace.
about.
Yeah.
We always reminisce about his dad's ice cream cart because
That's great.
he'd ring that bell and we'd all go running. So.
Oh, it's the best.
I think that's really cool that like you still like
Stayed in
is
touch.
really
contact
cool,
with
man.
his family.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, they
like
were cool.
awesome.
I mean, they're my age, and
Yeah.
that was his dad's job. So
Yeah.
pretty cool.
If you hear a bell ring, do you think instantly of Italian ice?
Yes.
The only one that kind of sounds like off to me is like chocolate. Is that good? Like a chocolate ice, shaved ice kind of thing?
I've had it once or twice. It was okay.
yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound good to
like
me. either.
rainbow sounds like
I want
It does.
cherry,
Yeah.
rainbow,
Cherry.
I mean,
watermelon.
I was always
Yeah.
like sour, frozen.
Yeah.
sour
Lemon,
fruit.
lime.
Yeah.
Chocolate doesn't. It just doesn't seem like refreshing.
Right.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that flavor
chocolate.
of ice.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yep.
Doesn't sound as good.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of the more popular ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my number
Yeah.
3.
Nice.
Nice. Brett, 3.
All right, my number 3, Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I love these things. I still get them when I go to like Dodger games or Disneyland or wherever they sell them. Like, fucking love them. And I prefer them like half melted, where like the ice cream's starting to like get soft and the cookie starts getting a little soft. Like,
That's awesome, man.
if they're too frozen, they're a little too hard, where you're
Yeah.
like biting into a block of ice. But
Yeah.
let them melt
Yeah.
for about 15 minutes.
Does it have chocolate chips around the cookie, like the ice cream part?
No, theirs don't. And we were talking about
Yeah.
the Chipwich, which was only on the
Yeah.
East Coast. That wasn't. I did research. That was never available here.
Trader Joe's.
Now, maybe now, but when we were kids,
Yeah, it wasn't.
they didn't have that here. That was
Yeah.
only on the East Coast.
I do remember going to Dodger Stadium as a kid and getting that. That
Really?
was awesome. And you can still get it, too. The guy
Yeah.
was coming down with his little cooler
little
or whatever, and
freezer
he'll sell
cooler?
them. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like $17, but yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
And they still have them, at, like I said, like like Disneyland,
Yeah,
the zoo.
they're
and stuff.
so good. Guess
I-
what I,
I
got
love
in the
'em.
Guess what I got in the freezer right now, guys?
That's what you got?
I got it, baby.
All right, we're gonna have him.
Sorry, Billy.
So that's my number
Yeah,
3.
when I worked at a Blockbuster Video for a while in my
R.I.P.
teens, and we had Chipwiches, and every once in a while I would open up a bag of one and be like, "Oh, this one's defective. Guess we have to throw it away." In my mouth.
Yeah, in my
They
stomach.
were so delicious. But yeah, I had last time I went to a Dodgers game. My buddy and he brought his kids. Like we all got one, and I was like, "Oh, this is like heaven."
It is,
Yeah.
man.
It's
And
so
it's
good.
I
it's
have
that
to get
Toll
one
House-
at a baseball game.
And it's that really good Toll House brand. They make bomb
it's the
cookies,
Nestle
dude.
brand.
Exactly.
Real quick,
It's
they were
good.
introduced in 1938 by, I didn't know this ever until I did research. There was actually a restaurant in Massachusetts called Toll House Restaurant. They invented it, and then Nestle approached them like a year later, 1939, and they sold them the rights to use the name, and that's where Toll House cookies came from. I
Oh
guess.
wow.
So, but they've been around forever.
They're
I
okay.
didn't know they were that old. They're more than okay.
What?
They're more than okay.
I beg to differ. Okay.
We're gonna have a fight
All right.
here.
Ted prefers
just
his,
okay.
Ted prefers his.
I have a
Chipwich.
feeling that I'm not going to say anything. I have a feeling we might hear the competitor of this listed by
Sometime
somebody else
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my number 3.
Brainiac.
Brad, I think
Yeah.
you and I went to the Wolf of Wall Street screening.
yeah.
Humble brag. And there was like a food truck that
Yes.
had, like, they would make you an ice cream sandwich. You could pick the cookie
They
and
were
pick
like-
whatever ice cream you
Yes.
They were
want.
like freshly
Like
made.
homemade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
They
I
were
went
great.
to the Art Walk in downtown LA and saw that it's probably the same truck, and they were doing the exact same thing. They
They're
baked
fantastic.
the cookies right. They had like an Otis Spunkmeyer little
Yeah.
thing, and bake the cookies there and make you a sandwich. Boom.
Oh,
I'm glad I
it
have
was
you,
great.
Billy, because I would never remember that stuff, and
Oh.
now I do. And yeah, those things were delicious.
Spunk.
Oh,
so good, dude. Because the cookie's like fresh right out of the thing,
Yeah.
the little thing. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, smart move. All right, George, number 3.
My number 3 also, just like the WWF Ice Cream Bar, I found these out at a 7-Eleven when I was a kid, and they are the Choco Taco.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They still have them. I
These-
saw them today.
Oh my god, those are amazing, man. And we were talking about this a little bit earlier, where certain Taco Bells had them.
Yes.
Oh.
Which
Yeah,
I
I
do
remember that.
remember
Yeah.
grabbing a few tacos and then getting a Choco Taco to go.
Dessert.
It was awesome, man. Now, if you don't know what a Choco Taco is,
Preach it.
Then you're lame.
it's like a sugar cone shaped in
Like a waffle cone or a
yes.
sugar? Yeah, sugar,
like a
sugar
Lay it
waffle
down.
Sugar
Lay
cone.
it
Yeah,
down.
no, you're right. Sugar cone. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's shaped like a taco shell with ice cream, and it has that little chocolate shell on top with the shaved peanuts on top. When I did my research, apparently they were first brought out. I fucked up and didn't put the year, but it was the Jack and Jill Ice Cream Company.
Okay.
Then Good Humor Breyers makes their version of the Choco Taco, and then Klondike has the outright rights to it
Okay.
to call it a Choco
But
Taco.
when we were kids, it was just Choco Taco.
yeah,
It was
they-
that,
yeah,
that
Jack and Jill Ice
Jack
Cream
and Jill,
Company.
yeah.
Fun
Did they come
facts.
in-
Fun
I don't
facts for our
remember,
audience.
George. Did they come in foil when we were kids, or what did they?
Yeah,
come?
they
It was
were
foil,
first
right?
in foil, but now they come in like the whatever the
Wax
little,
paper
yeah,
or
like
something.
a weird wrapper.
I
kind of
remember the
thing.
foil though. I can remember that like as a kid.
Nyoil.
And it wasn't foil like the Klondike bar. It was
No.
like a cellophane,
More like
yeah.
a paper foil, like
Yes.
different, like yeah, like crinkly.
Damn, those
like
were so good.
plastic
What a great way to end Taco Bell. It's like all this junk food, and it's like you get yet another taco. It looks like a taco, but it's an actual ice cream dessert.
They were great, man.
Okay.
And I think they were like $1.50.
They weren't bad.
They wasn't that bad, but now I don't know how much they are.
I think
now,
it's just like cinnamon sticks they sell, which is like mini churros.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
good.
they had
Okay.
those
That's
when we
the
were
only
kids,
dessert.
too.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
weak, dude. Get the Choco Taco.
bring that back.
Taco
Yeah, bring
Bell.
it back,
Step
Taco
up your
Bell.
fucking game,
And the
bro.
Mexi Melt.
You hear us, Taco
And
Bell?
the Mexican
Yeah.
pizza.
Dude. That's why I prefer
Bring
Del
it-
And the
Taco.
Dorito.
And the Mexican. Yeah, those are good too.
COVID's over.
And the Texas sandwich that Jack Palance did the commercials for in the 90s.
Oh, that's right.
Or the Bell Beefer, bro.
No,
Yes.
that's wrong place.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Where'd that come from?
Hey, I got beefed.
All right,
Ted,
so
did
that's
you
my
have
number 3.
Ted, did you have a fun fact?
No, that was just the fun facts right there. These are all fun facts.
Just the fun facts, man.
The facts of life.
What was the fun facts, Ted?
Everything that we've
Oh.
been saying.
Okay.
Yeah, we had the Choco Taco at said Blockbuster I worked at. Plus, yes, Taco Bell did have it. Why have they not made a burrito version of an ice cream treat?
And how did
that's a good idea.
how did your Blockbuster go out of business with all these wonderful treats?
I know, dude.
You
What
should
the
call
Well, it's because they charged everybody late fees and people got mad and said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's true.
The Chocorito.
They didn't rewind their tacos.
oh, shitballs!" All right, number 2 for me, man. I was in a little league baseball, and I remember we used to go to like a after the games or practice, we would go to like a dairy bar, where you could get like a foot long coney, or like a Frito chili pie. But the one thing I always wanted was a dipped cone. They get that sweet soft serve ice cream and dip it in that vat of that beautiful crackling chocolate, and they bring it up, and it's just a sweet shell of chocolate perfection, and you would eat it, and yes, that probably would drip down the cone, but it was such a delicious
I remember
thing.
that.
Dip cones, number 2 for me.
Great.
Excellent.
When you dip, wait, I can't even say it right now.
Oh my
when
God!
You say dip, we dip, you dip.
I remember
Rewind.
there was a.
Well, I mean, so they sold that stuff in the store called like Crackle or something, where like you could actually put it on ice cream. And
It hardens.
Yeah.
They still sell that stuff.
Like
I think
me.
they still do.
Yeah, they
Magic
still sell
Shell.
it.
it's called Magic Shell.
Magic Shell.
That's what
I used
it
to
is.
love that when I was a kid.
I said about
Yeah.
half hour ago.
I remember being a kid, and at the mall they had a little stand like that inside the mall where they would do that. They had like the 3 different dips. Like they had chocolate.
When you dip, we
white chocolate, and I can't remember what the third. Oh,
Still
Like
going.
caramel.
yes, that's what it was. And you can dip them. You get your ice cream, whether vanilla or chocolate, and then they dip the cone right there in front of you. You have to wait a couple seconds for it to dry, and then they'd hand it
Yep.
to you. It's so fucking bomb.
Did you guys ever do? Did you? Oh, come on. You can smell it. Did you guys ever do the strawberry dipped one?
No.
No.
Oh, Magic Shell? I
Well,
do remember
They have a
Magic Shell.
strawberry
I
magic
had one
shell?
with
Oh
strawberry.
shit! I didn't know that.
I
Did
remember
everybody
that.
take their lactose medicine today during this ice cream frozen thing
We're gonna.
challenge?
Yeah, sometimes they would dip it and they would roll it in sprinkles, and that was pretty
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
I love the
Nice.
sprinkled
Yeah, sprinkles or
cones.
peanuts. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Solid. Hats off to all the dairy bars back in the day. Those were
Yep.
so good. I wish they still had those around.
Colored
Yeah.
colored sprinkles or chocolate
I
sprinkles?
wonder if it's because of like the
No, colored
whole,
sprinkles.
Like confetti.
Because of what?
like the whole you can't really like touch shit anymore. Like people are like, oh my god, you touched my fucking
yeah, maybe.
whatever.
Might be like health code violation
Yeah,
type.
because a lot of those places in the mall are gone, dude.
put a
They don't
glove
have that
on.
anymore.
Remember Dippin' Dots?
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are in the mall. They just kind of disintegrate in your mouth.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like the astronaut ice cream.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it had different flavor.
Disneyland has that, doesn't they?
Oh, do they?
I'm not sure. Maybe,
Yep.
yeah. I'm not sure.
Or not? It might
Well,
be
I mean,
Knott's Berry Farm.
at the
Yeah.
mall, they're just in kiosks. You can just basically pay and get the Dippin' Dots.
Yeah,
and
you're
no one
right.
serves you.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Buy an
Nice.
iPod and some Dippin' Dots.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. All right, Brad, number 2.
Number 2. So Billy will know this. My grandparents, every summer, we would go swim in the pool, and then they had a refrigerator in their carport which had drumsticks.
Oh, yeah.
The ice cream wrapped in the waffle cone with the chocolate and the peanuts. Now, when I was a kid, I would always pick the peanuts off, and now it's like, I don't know what happened. Now I just dig right in. I don't care. I like that. But in 1928, the Parker brothers, Bruce, Icy, and JT, added this invention, the waffle cone with the chocolate coating with nuts to it. One of the brothers' wives said the invention looked like a chicken leg, commonly nicknamed a drumstick.
Ooh, nice.
So Nestle purchased the Drumstick Company in 1991. Now they have little dippers or like whatever, like little versions,
Dude,
which are more like
that's true.
ice, like whipped
Awesome,
ice
dude.
cream. They have like double mint chocolate chip. I saw a Kit Kat one. Like,
They have ones without the peanuts,
Yeah,
which I
without the
love.
peanut, yeah.
They have the cookies crunch ones.
Yes.
It's like cookies and
It's
cream.
like an Oreo.
Dude,
What's your favorite?
the fudge in the middle one.
I think I'm gonna go chocolate. You know what? I don't care. It's ice cream. I'll eat
Yeah.
any of it.
Can I make a confession?
I don't have a favorite.
Hold on, let me say one thing. My favorite part was when you get to the very bottom.
bottom.
What did you find?
A
The
chocolate.
chocolate.
Oh.
That chocolate was like the best treat surprise you ever
Yes,
got. It's
yeah.
like,
Goddamn chocolate in the bottom.
what is this?
Yes.
Somebody call the president.
What form of voodoo is this?
Oh my God! What
So
a
good.
What
Can
a
I make-
treat! What
can
a
I make a
treat!
confession?
Yes.
For the last year, because I didn't have drumsticks for like a long time. Like I had them a lot as a kid and teenager, and I didn't have
You
them
reintroduced it
because
into
of
your life.
COVID. Dude, I'll buy like 2 boxes about every other week,
Oh
and
my
I'll
God.
eat one almost every day now.
They're amazing.
Like,
They're
it's
so
like
good.
my little like treat for the day, like every night.
But they're
It's
so,
so
you
awesome.
get the crunch of the waffle cone.
Yes.
You get the the chocolate layer with the peanuts, and then you get the ice
The
cream and the
creamy
treat
ice
at the bottom.
cream.
It's like
Oh my God.
they're so
Do you-
good.
When you eat them, like now, do you let it melt a little before you eat it? Like
no,
I'll
No.
let mine sit for like 10
I have no
minutes,
patience.
and
Me
then
I
I'll
want
eat
to
it.
neither,
dig. Oh,
dude.
10 minutes.
Yeah, I want the ice cream to be real soft. Like,
Oh.
I
And then-
love it when it's like Oh,
And
I'll
he
say-
puts it on his chest and eats
Yeah.
it off.
Oh.
Just melts right
I'll
on chest.
smother it like.
I'll say this, like
He eats it in bed.
Oh, on
Actually,
his
I do.
chest.
I'll watch a baseball game
Magnum
eating a
PI.
drumstick. Columbo.
There's obviously. Excuse me, ma'am. Yeah, there's different companies that make these. Trader Joe's makes one. That's I think it's called Hold the Cone, and it's like a mini. There's no peanuts or anything like that, but it's a mini
Yeah.
chocolate dip cone.
Is it as good?
It's amazing.
Oh,
like you could
wow.
eat the whole box in one sitting because
I
they're
can do that
mini,
with the
but
regular ones.
yeah, exactly. They're so good.
I
think. And now they have ones with like caramel or something in the middle.
Yeah, that's the one I was saying.
Oh,
There's
they
like
were?
fudge and caramel in the
fudge.
middle.
Yeah.
Fudge in the middle.
The caramel one
Yeah.
though, I love the caramel.
I mean,
one in the
honestly,
middle.
just like the OG vanilla one is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's my.
Yep.
That's
Well, I
probably
think
my
the
favorite.
originally the box came with 3. It was the chocolate ice cream one,
Like a variety
the vanilla
pack?
ice cream one, and then the caramel center.
Yeah. I mean, to me, the OG one was just like
Yeah,
the
the
vanilla
vanilla.
with peanuts.
Yeah, that's it.
And that,
That's true.
I'm bad. When I was a teenager, like 15, I remember eating because back then I think a box was 4.
Cute.
I'd eat the whole
Yes.
box in one night.
man.
Like in summer, I just eat
good.
all 4.
So yeah, why leave the friends alone? You gotta
Exactly.
eat them.
Yeah.
Put them in
Eat
a
'em
fucking
all.
blender.
Yeah.
Whoa, geez, drink it like a shake.
Dude, that's a good idea. No lie,
no,
that's a
yeah.
good idea.
Yeah, I remember going to the supermarket and they come in 4 packs or the bigger 8-pack.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
And the 8-pack was the one with the variety.
I get the 8
It
pack
does. It
now.
has.
Varieties are-
It has stuff that you can't get in the smaller packs.
Exactly.
I get the 8-pack now.
Have you
I
seen-
got 2 boxes?
That's
in
how
my
they get
freezer.
you.
Have you seen the Kit Kat ones?
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
I haven't
think
tried
I saw
it.
them maybe Costco had them.
I saw them at
Reminded me
Walmart.
though, my favorite ones now, Nestle Crunch ones.
Ooh.
The chocolate is Nestle Crunch in it.
Oh my
Nice.
crisp.
God.
Oh, so good.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I just remember the wrapper was the most annoying part.
that
Like, you had to really
white
burn
cell-
through it.
Yeah.
They changed it. It's not white paper anymore. Now it's like a clear plastic.
Oh,
like,
good,
Oh,
good.
right.
Changed the
Yeah.
wrapping at some
Dude,
point.
if you
I haven't
opened
had
it
one in
wrong, you'd
years.
like crush the shell. I remember that happening.
That was the worst if you got
Yes.
one. The shell was like broken in
Yes.
half.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
every once in a while you get one that it must have like the supermarket must have let that box sit out a little too long, and it was like melted
Melted.
and it refreeze,
Yeah,
and
that's
it
the
wasn't
worst.
as
It was the
good.
worst.
My shell.
That sucked.
My shell breaks all the time. Breaks. But hey, I eat it.
I eat it.
This could have easily been my number one, but there's one more sweet spot for me.
Ooh.
Well, my Michelle.
Look out!
All right, Ted, number 2.
My number 2 is the Nestle ice cream sandwich competitor.
Oh no!
It's the fucking Chipwich. That's right.
Did this one have chocolate chips around it?
It does.
I'm going with
Yes.
Ted's. Going with
right.
Well-
Ted's.
In our defense, George and I, they didn't have them here.
Yeah,
when
they
we
didn't
were
have 'em here.
kids, so we couldn't get them.
We could not get those.
I hear you.
We had to stick to the Toll House.
Yeah.
This was developed and invented by Richard LaMotta and Sam Metzger
No relation to Jake LaMotta, right?
in
True story.
1978. No relation. And was made up of a vanilla ice cream sandwich with rolled chocolate chips on the outside. And it was delicious.
Sounds good.
Great.
I'm on board.
I'm
and
on
the,
board.
the Trader Joe's version is excellent.
Wow.
They're very good.
I'm gonna
As
have
good
to try
as
that.
the one, the Chipwich when you were a kid.
What's even, it's as good and bigger.
Oh
shit.
Really?
In the Chipwich.
Not smaller? I feel like nowadays
No,
everything's
it's
smaller
not.
than when we were kids.
It's beefier.
Wow.
It's too much sometimes.
no.
What do you
such
think,
thing.
Brad? Is it too much sandwich?
Which ones?
The Trader Joe's.
No.
There's no such thing as too much ice cream.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
There's no such thing.
There's never enough.
I don't think it's too much.
It's good.
By the way, Brad.
It's really good.
Sorry. No, man. Going back to drumsticks. Sorry, Ted.
Yeah,
You
let's
son of a bitch.
roll back to time.
Did they shrink them? Are they smaller than when we were kids? Because I feel like they're smaller than like when we were kids growing up.
I can't
Maybe they did.
recall.
I don't know.
Or is it just when we were kids? You think
you think
stuff is bigger?
it's bigger?
It's just like the Big
Yeah.
Mac. As a kid, you think the
I
Big
agree.
Mac was fucking huge.
The Big Mac seems way smaller.
Does it
now.
really? Okay.
But I
'cause
swear
now-
when
you're bigger.
I open up the drumstick now, like I'm like, it used to be bigger.
Are you
like,
sure?
I swear.
Are you sure not getting the mini versions?
No, these are the regular ones.
Really?
Look at Brett, the size of Brett's hands.
Dude, like when I was
He's got mitts.
when I was a teenager, I was like,
yeah, they felt
they
huge.
felt bigger. Like
Yeah.
now
Maybe
they're
that's
like
what it is.
small.
Everything just downsizes a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
It's global economics.
God, take two.
Whoa. Anyway,
It's global
sorry,
economics.
sorry, Ted, to
Son
interrupt
of a
you. Back to Chipwich.
Hey, let me tell you something. You can get something called a cream witch, and it's an imitation Chipwich. It doesn't have the chocolates around it, but I feel like it's better than the Nestle.
No.
No.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
No.
Take them say.
Nothing's better than the Toll House.
No.
Nothing's better.
It's that cookie.
Try
Dude.
the cream witch.
It's the cookie.
It's all about the Toll. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
the
that
cookie.
fucking cookie, dude. It's so good.
I want to report back. Try the Chipwich
We will.
and let me know.
Ooh, damn.
At Trader Joe's, you said, right?
Gauntlet's been thrown
That's
down.
a challenge.
Okay. Challenge accepted.
All right. All right,
All
moving
right,
on.
Brett, number 2.
All right, my number 2. I'm surprised it hasn't been mentioned yet, but maybe it'll be everyone else's number 2 or number 1. It's the Big Stick.
Oh,
is
shit.
it's kind of a swirly
Yes.
stick.
Pineapple cherry swirl
Yeah.
popsicle.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot about
love
those.
these when I was a
Those are
kid.
good.
Oh.
I know for a fact when I was a kid these were big. Like now they're smaller. Like when we were kids they were
They were huge.
They were like
Yeah.
like a water bottle.
They're like
size.
12 inches, bro.
Now they're like tiny. They're like this. Anyways, popsicle brand introduced sometime in the mid 1950s. I couldn't actually find a lot of like info on these. Cherry and pineapple swirl fruit popsicle on a stick. I mean, I grew up with these when I was a little kid. I
Me
remember
too.
like having these when I
Yeah.
go over to my grandparents, they always had them in the freezer.
Yep.
And I still love them to this day.
I can't find
I
them.
don't think I've ever had
What?
one.
They don't-
I don't.
I know
Are
what
they-
you're talking about. I've had one. I think they still sell them, right?
At Ralph's or
should.
something. I don't,
Maybe
I don't see them at Ralph's.
Definitely like no, that's not it.
Let me see, Ted.
Wait, Billy, did you say you've never had one?
Yeah, that's it.
I've
That's
never.
it.
I don't think I've ever had one.
That's not it,
Whoa.
is it?
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's a stick that looks like it's. I thought it was like a swirly.
It is. I feel like they changed it. They look tiny now. That's it. But
It's like that, but it was, dude. It was
seriously
tall.
tall.
Like a
They were
foot
as
long.
tall as like a water bottle. Like,
Yeah,
back
yeah.
then.
What did you
Like, they
call
were,
it?
like,
Yeah,
big
I
stick.
just, pulled, I just pulled up a picture. I've never had one.
Damn, that's crazy.
It was-
I grew up
don't
on
remember
these.
it.
Those and the bomb pops were super popular out
Yes.
here. They're made by that popsicle brand. They were
Yeah.
super popular. Definitely.
Huh.
I remember those.
You'll like them.
Something about
There's
that-
nothing to not like about
And there's
them.
something about that pineapple flavor. It's really, really good, man.
Mixed with the cherry. It's like
Yes.
sweet
Better
and
start taking
sour
some
mixed,
notes,
like
guys.
tart.
It's great.
All right, George, number 2.
Number 2 is already mentioned by Brad. It is made by Nestle. It is the Drumstick. Dude,
Great
that-
picks.
I mean, everything Brad said and we talked about earlier, how awesome it is that much awesomer. It's so good. So again, it's the shell with the peanuts on top. They went fucking full bananas because now you can get like cookies and cream. You can get Oreo. You can get Kit Kat. I seen Heath Bar versions of this shit
Yeah,
too at the
seen that.
Walmarts. But my favorite, and I would always sneak up on my brothers because I had a younger and older brother, and they were like fucking demons. They would take the shit, but I would always take the caramel one with the caramel,
Yeah.
and I would hide it in the back of the freezer.
Uh,
I'm like,
Stash
you
it.
ain't. Yep. I would always take that. That was my
put it
favorite
behind
one.
like the spinach. and,
Yeah,
like,
put it behind the
frozen
peas.
broccoli and corn. Like,
I would stash that shit.
That
dude.
is great.
Yeah. So that one, the one with the caramel center, was OG.
I think that's my favorite.
Oh
now
my
as an
God.
adult.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious.
And dude, Brad is 100% right when he says that when you get to the bottom and have that nice little chunk of chocolate at the bottom of the cone, it was fucking money.
it's
Yes,
it's like
that's the best
What a
part.
great surprise.
Yeah,
It's what
dude.
you're looking for the whole time you unwrap it.
I wanna
from that
say-
point on, you're like, that's what you're looking for.
I want to say that thing was added after the fact. It wasn't on the original ones.
Like
The
it was a
chocolate at the
mistake.
bottom?
Yeah.
You think it was a
No,
mistake?
no, it wasn't a mistake.
Oh.
They added that later.
Oh.
But the original Drumsticks didn't have that. But
Oh.
then I should have written it down. But yeah, that little chocolate.
They weren't
delight
as
at the
good
end was-
then.
Oh, probably. Fuck no.
Oh, what a smart
that
idea.
chocolate at the bottom is like that's what makes
So yeah,
it.
that was my number 2.
Nice. We're all going to take a number 2 after a drumstick. Number 1 for me, I mean, I kind of feel like, talking about all these little, exciting choices. I feel like number 1 is kind of boring, but I love my favorite ice cream treat of all time. I'll eat it anytime I get a chance to, is an ice cream sandwich. Just the original ice cream sandwich is
Yeah.
all I want.
Yep.
That little cookie topping, that little generic cookie topping, and they'll just white ice cream in the middle. That's all I want. Just an ice cream sandwich. I don't have to have the fancy Neapolitan ones. I just want the original. And, thicker, smaller. It's okay. I kind of like that small, thin one that they had, the OG one.
Yeah, it's a nice
And,
little treat.
Classic.
Perfect creation. That's my number 1.
That's a solid number 1 there.
That's no.
I wanted to put that in my top 5, but then I was like, is it too simple? Like
I agree. It was my number 5 originally,
Yeah.
and then I was like, you know what?
I put the
It's
Pink
classic.
Panther
It's
on
great,
there
but let me
instead.
add some stuff that has a little more zing
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, I shouldn't
I
second
mean,
guess
it
myself.
is simple. It's almost just like an ice cream cone. I mean, it's so simple, but like it's just always delivers. It's always
It is.
solid. It's
It
always
is.
good.
I'm not taking anything
I
away
agree.
because they're fantastic.
Yeah.
I do love those.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have put it as my number 1, Billy, but I agree 100% with you. It is always consistent. It always tastes awesome, and if it's what's in the freezer, you fucking eat it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I agree.
Yeah.
It's like one of those ones where it doesn't matter which brand it is.
Yeah.
It's usually good.
It's
It
usually
doesn't
good.
matter.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna.
Yeah.
If someone brings those out and go, "Hey, this is all I have," I'll be like, "Fucking bring 2 then. I'll eat them." Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Brad, number 1.
So back to my grandparents' pool. Billy knows, of course. Summertime. This just is nostalgia for me is getting in a hot summer day, getting in a
Yeah.
pool. What do you need? You need some ice cream to cool you down.
Run to the fridge, carport.
Number 1, the orange push pop.
Yes.
This was made by we had a local dairy called Coleman Dairy. It was simple. It was just like a orange and white packaging, and they're called push-ups, push-pops now. Like
Yep.
there's different, so many different people. It's basically orange sherbet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sounds good.
they had Flintstones ones where it was, purple and
That's the
orange.
one I
and
remember as a
cherry.
kid was
They
the
have-
Flintstones
They have
one.
swirled ones, but something to me about just an OG orange sherbet.
Yep.
Push up, push pop.
I haven't had a push pop in.
Have one. Do
long
yourself
time.
a
Oh,
favor.
I bought some for my kids.
They're
They
fantastic.
fucking blew their mind.
They have
were like,
SpongeBob ones
Yep.
now.
Guess what I
They're
brought
so good.
today?
What?
push pops.
Yeah.
Orange, lime, cherry swirl.
We're
Yeah.
covered.
Dude, I'm having.
Boo! How many did you bring?
A whole box.
Oh my God.
Damn, we're going.
What are you guys having?
Going to town.
We're going to fucking.
Well, I remember back
Pleasure
in the
Town.
day, it was like Flintstones.
Flintstones was the one
Yeah,
I
that's what I
remember.
said. Yeah,
That's
they
the
had-
one I grew up
they had
with.
Flintstones.
I know.
That's what I grew up
Yeah.
with.
You and I grew up with those, Brett, because that was super popular out here in the ice cream trucks. Like that was one of the
Yeah.
the ones that everyone.
Remember when I said
I want that.
when I was a kid, I'd go to my great grandma's. She'd always have a box of them, and I'd eat like 3 or 4.
Yeah, they're easy to eat. I mean, they're just like
Yeah.
the sugar. It's so refreshing.
I remember you get towards the end, you see the plastic
Yeah.
coming up. You're like, oh, it's almost
Oh,
gone.
it's always
Like, you
good.
can
And
see
then
the
it's like
plastic.
the bottom's just like more of a sticky residue.
Yeah.
It's like
Plastic.
you're stuck with like a plastic umbrella almost.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
what do I do with this?
It's like a straw with a plastic
Yeah.
thing at the end.
Bust them out.
Dude, I love those.
They're so delicious.
And like I love the
refreshing.
little paper at the top.
Yeah, you
it
peel off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
OG.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember like
Number
the
one.
Dino, the dinosaur was on like the side of it.
Yep.
Kids
Yeah.
love dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1.
All right, Ted. Number 1, what do you got?
My number one's a repeat of yours. Number 1, ice cream sandwich.
Wow, you went straight
Yep.
up OG.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Billy wins.
Yep.
And
I always win.
I think so far it's either drumstick
Bomb
or
Pops.
bomb pop.
I think
it's
Bomb-
bomb
Yeah.
pop
Oh,
firecracker.
yeah. Brett,
I-
what's the statistics?
I actually
Bomb pop
I'll have to
firecracker.
calculate it after the podcast, but I actually think drumstick might actually.
Oh really? Well, I picked
And
it.
then bomb pop is
You
number
picked
2.
it. George
Yeah.
picked it.
I haven't picked it yet.
Drumstick.
Not yet.
Let's
Mm.
wait. I heard.
Uh-oh.
I heard a yet
All
in there.
right.
Bomb pop.
I heard a yet.
well, we're not there yet.
TikTok.
We're talking about ice
And
cream
you don't
sandwiches.
Sorry, Ted. Go ahead
Go
with
ahead,
your
Ted.
ice cream
Sorry.
sandwiches.
Go ahead.
Fun facts: they were invented in the early 40s, and
Oh.
it's the number 1 sold ice cream confection.
Really?
I just made that up, but it sounded good. It sounded
it
really
sold
good.
me. I was-
Disclaimer.
I mean, can you think of some more sold?
You sold me?
Drumsticks.
I thought it was.
Probably.
Now, what
Toll House
flavor?
cookie
What
sandwich.
flavor do you like?
You like
Just
Neapolitan,
OG vanilla.
OG
chocolate,
vanilla,
vanilla?
with the chocolate
Okay.
Yeah.
cookie. And I have a box in my fridge right now that's half gone.
Oh, we'll eat
and
the
it's
rest.
it's Kroger brand. Yeah,
We'll eat the other
son of
half
a-
for you, Ted.
yeah, you son. No. So it's very delicious, and I love that. That's my number 1 pick.
Wow.
Nice. All right, Brett, what you got for number 1?
Drum roll, please.
No pun intended.
Drum roll.
Drum roll.
It's a drumstick. Come on.
He stuck the landing.
Drumstick.
That's a good choice.
Come on.
Drumstick wins.
It's all right.
I think You and I had it number 1, and then who else had it on
No,
their
mine's the
list?
orange push.
I
push.
had number 2.
Number 2.
Mine
Billy,
was number
did you
2.
have it?
Mine's number 2.
Okay.
Drumstick's number 2.
I think
for me.
drumstick. It might be a tie between that and the
So
bomb
hold
pop.
on, 3 of us had drumstick.
Yes, sir.
Who had bomb pop? I had a bomb
I
pop.
had bomb pop.
I had a bomb pop.
3 and 3 tie.
Yeah, but mine was like number 4 or 3. It might
Oh,
be
mine's
lower.
higher. Drumsticks 2 for me.
Yeah, it might be a tie. I don't know.
Okay,
It might come down to George.
that's true.
It's already been said.
What's
but-
George's number 1?
You ready?
ready.
We're ready.
Klondike Bar.
Klondike,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite one?
upset.
Reese's peanut
Yeah,
butter.
it's great.
Oh my God,
So
dude.
good.
Yeah.
Dude,
There's a mint one they make too. The mint
Yes.
is really good.
Oh,
I like the mint
Mint's
one.
all right.
I'll tell you right now, I am a sucker for anything peanut butter.
Me too.
And this
Yeah.
just, and it's fucking Reese's, dude.
Yeah.
Reese's peanut butter.
You can't go wrong.
Me too.
Oh, dude.
Too.
Like Ted
I haven't-
said, the Heath is really good too.
I don't know why.
I've had the Heath. I think
I
I,
love-
brought those to a podcast before. I
You
wanna
might
say.
have.
I love peanut butter. Like I'll eat peanut butter from the tub.
too.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck yeah.
I love Reese's.
Me too.
But I don't like peanut butter ice cream for some reason. It's
Okay.
weird.
Get out.
I don't.
I'm
know
down.
why.
I'm down.
I don't know.
that way.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Really?
I love it. Anything
Dude,
else, but
I swear to you, if
I'll
you,
eat a peanut butter
if you
sandwich
try,
every day.
Have you tried them?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It's
I like them.
Like is it-
cold
right?
peanut butter. Maybe I don't like
I don't know what. I
Maybe.
think it's because of
That
the
might be
chocolate
it.
and the peanut. Kind of reminds me of a Reese's peanut butter
Yep.
cup.
Which I
love.
You
That's
got
my
the shell.
That's right.
You got
That's
the
right.
shell.
Yummy.
So yeah, that's my number one, baby. Reese's peanut
Nice.
butter Klondike bar.
Honorables. Brad mentioned Otter Pops, right?
Yes, number 5.
Push-ups, yes. Klondike Bar, yes. Chipwich, yes. Things that weren't mentioned. Fudge Sickle, always
Yeah.
Ooh, OG.
solid. Dreamsicles, always
Yes,
solid.
those are good.
That Good Humor Strawberry Shortcake Bar.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That almost cracked my top
I remember
5.
that
Yes.
one.
Seriously.
And then Brad sent, I think we have a group text, and then Brad sent a picture the other day of something that like blew my mind. I forgot about this. It was those fun-shaped monster pops
Great.
that they sold
The 3D
Oh,
monster.
for a
right,
limited amount of
yeah.
time.
Amazing.
I don't remember those.
I want those.
Amazing.
It was like little Dracula,
Yep,
a creature
yep.
from the Black
Yep.
Lagoon, the Mummy or something. I forget what one the other one they had, but those were so good and so much fun.
Loved them.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't the stick say something after you got down to the stick?
I think so, depending on if you got Dracula or
Like
who-
Dracula was
yeah.
like, I want to suck your blood.
Yeah. I think it had something like that.
It's funny.
Those were awesome. All right, that's my honorables. What about you, Brad?
So this actually would have been in my top 5, but I feel like it might have been a different podcast. It's kind of a chocolatey frozen. It's a McDonald's chocolate sundae.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
With
come on.
you got to get extra fudge.
That would've
Oh, for
counted.
sure.
I know. I kept it off because I didn't know if it was like a true.
No, dude.
I think that should have counted.
And ice cream cone.
Oh yeah.
OG ice
the
cream
soft
cone.
serve.
It's
Yeah, the little
great.
soft serve.
It's so good.
It's awesome.
It's like a buck.
Dude, it's perfect.
Love it.
Okay, here's my other ones. Ice cream sandwich.
that one.
There also in the 80s there was something called vampire frozen pops.
Never
They
seen
they were
those.
like dark on the outside, and then you bite in. It was like a cherry center for the vampire. It was so good.
It's supposed to be like blood.
Yeah,
Look like
yeah.
blood.
Is that regional?
No,
Probably.
No,
I never
No,
saw
I
him out
never
here.
saw him.
Hold on, you guys. What is
No, I
wrong with
swear
you
to God,
guys?
dude.
I think you sent a
I don't
picture, and
remember.
I
No,
never
yeah, we've seen those.
You never had those?
I saw you sent them.
Bill,
to us.
you have these?
No.
I don't remember those.
No, me neither.
Where would you
They were
go?
only
I've never
in
seen
Little
them.
Rock.
Yeah, like Kroger or whatever.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, it's called
Sam's Club?
Vampire Secrets. The secret was I only got them. Nobody else did.
That's a good secret.
Okay, Vampire Secret, Frozen Pops. The Ninja Turtles, just like the ones you get off the trucks, like the
Yes.
pop, like the.
Yep.
It's weird. It's like, is it ice cream? Is it confection? Like, what is that?
Yeah. It's like a
Flavor.
weird-
I have no idea.
It's
it
the
almost
ones with like the gumball
Yeah,
eyes.
it's like almost ice cream, but it's not.
Like
I don't know
yeah,
how
it's
to
like a
do it.
soft
flavor? I don't
soft
know.
flavor.
Okay.
The 3D monster fun shapes Billy was talking about. The Pink Panther. Once you guys mentioned that. Dibs.
Yeah.
You know, you get the movie theater, the dibs.
the little tiny bites.
Okay.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
good.
I kind of remember those.
The strawberry shortcake bar. Snickers frozen bar.
Oh, yeah.
The Twix frozen bar. And
Yeah.
and anything else. I love anything ice
All-
cream related.
Yeah, me
Like-
too.
Infinity.
Can you go wrong?
No.
Covered all that.
You can't.
Covered all of
You're
them.
right. You can't go wrong.
Done.
All right, Ted, what you got?
Not much left, but I got toasted almond. I don't think that was mentioned, or chocolate eclair, which is good humor. And a Haagen-Dazs dark chocolate ice cream bar. Those are really good.
You got some fancy shit on your honorable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys got to try
eclairs,
bro.
Try the Haagen-Dazs bars.
This Ted
They're,
makes
like,
47, 48 an hour.
premium. Premium.
If I made that an hour, shit, I'd be having Haagen-Dazs bars in my freezer too.
I'd have an eclair, box
Shit.
of eclairs.
I'm financially,
Some
you know,
Gruyere cheese
strapped.
too. Never know.
You've robbed a few
financially
banks
independent
recently?
right now. So yeah, try those Haagen-Dazs bars. They're really good.
All right, Brett, what you got?
Make you feel good.
Actually, I'm looking at my list. Every single one was actually one of your picks or already mentioned. I don't actually have any. I had like 10, but they're all ones you mentioned. So
Yeah.
I got two that nobody mentioned. I got the orange
Alright.
creamsicle bar. You guys
Oh,
have
yeah.
that one?
Oh.
It was like the orange popsicle on the outside.
vanilla?
with the.
that was the one. Actually, that was the
no,
one that no one.
no.
ate.
I can't find those anywhere. Where the fuck do you get those?
I don't know where those are either.
Dude.
Popsicle used to make them.
Yeah, I know. They don't have them.
it's funny.
So we make dreamsicle shakes at the place I work at. We do the sherbet ice cream with a scoop
Yes.
of vanilla, and we
Oh.
got and man, it's so damn good.
Dude,
It's
I'm
so
gonna
good.
fly out to Arkansas right now and go get one of those.
Bust a nut.
Well, I don't think I can afford a flight. I'll Greyhound it over there. I'll be there in
Flights
like
are
a
cheap
year.
right now.
Yeah,
Flights
hell
are cheap.
yeah.
That
we like
and
Greyhound.
do you guys remember an Eskimo bar?
Yep.
No.
Oh yeah.
They
is that?
canceled them.
Yeah.
Eskimo bar was kind of like a Klondike
canceled
bar, but with a stick in it.
They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone because you can't.
You can't
They're
say
not
Eskimo
politically
anymore.
correct to call them an Eskimo bar.
Really?
Yeah, they canceled them like this last
Yeah.
year. They said they changed the name.
Yeah, I don't know what they changed them to, but dude, those were fucking great.
So it's basically vanilla ice cream with chocolate.
Yeah, with the
shell
chocolate
and a
shell,
stick.
and it has a stick in it. Unlike the Klondike bar, that it's just like a sandwich.
Yeah, I remember those
I hear
too.
ya. I hear
Yeah,
ya.
Eskimo bar.
And it had like little Eskimo like mascot or whatever, but I guess that's not politically correct anymore. Which whatever, hey man, if it is, it isn't. Whatever, call it something else. I'll still eat the shit out of it.
Yeah, just call it something else.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Give me my ice cream.
Call it an ice cream chocolate covered bar.
I got to say, this was a fun podcast, man.
Absolutely.
This was
I'm
great.
fucking
Very,
excited.
A lot of nostalgia. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm so hot right now out
to be a
sitting
kid?
out here. I want some ice cream.
We're gonna
Jump
take a
in the
break and jump in the
yeah.
pool.
We're gonna take a break.
Hey, you know what? We had put a stick in this podcast,
woo!
and we're out. And eat some ice cream, everybody, and enjoy the
Laters.
summer.
Yeah,
Chill out.
Yeah, boy. Look at stomach, here it comes, Tom.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to the Five Dudes of Views podcast. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Libsyn, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, and now YouTube. And while you're on there, be sure to download, rate, and subscribe. You can also check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Five Dudes Views. And we also are on Facebook.